What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode. In this episode, can you shift multiple times at once, or do you have to do it one at a time? And then question number 2 is, can you take off from any gear? Why does it have to be gear number 1? Why can't it be gear number 2 or gear number 3? So this is what we're going to be discussing in this video. And for both of these questions, I'm going to demonstrate for you exactly what's what. So please make sure to pay attention and watch this video from beginning to end, or you may miss something. And if you miss something, by the end of this video, I'm going to give you a D on your grades. All joking aside, let's go. So, can you shift up and down multiple gears all at the same time? Let's see, can you or can you not? Is it possible? In case you're curious, if you don't know what kind of bike I'm riding, this is the Kawasaki ZX6R. It has a quick upshifter. It does not have a quick downshifter. If you're unfamiliar with what a quick up and down shifter is, all you have to know is that the first gear, you always have to use your clutch. And then after the first gear, regardless if you're going up or down, you don't have to use your clutch. But for this demonstration, I'm going to completely ignore that I have a quick upshifter. So what I'm going to do now is pull on my clutch and go all the way up to 6th gear. Okay, I'm doing about 12 miles an hour in 6th gear. This is not what I recommend that you do, okay? This is not a how to use your clutch video. This is about correcting your mistakes. So if you don't know how to ride yet, and you want to learn how to ride, this is not the video to watch. I recommend that you go check out my Motorcycle Mastery playlist or check out my Motorcycle Mastery course. There's a link for it down below. So, let's go ahead and shift down into 1st gear. This is option number 1 for you, okay? For those who are just learning how to ride a motorcycle, this is what I recommend that you do. Pull your clutch, shift down, 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 pull your clutch, shift down. Voila! Now we are in 1st gear. Now let's go ahead, back up to, I'm not going to go to 6th gear because it's ridiculous, but let's just go to the 4th gear for that matter. Can you shift down multiple times while holding the clutch? Let's see if it works out. 1, 2, 3. Now I'm in 1st gear. I'm going to let go of the clutch. Yes, to answer your question, and I know this was a long way to answer your question, but I have to demonstrate it for you, just so you can see both sides of the coin, okay? Gave you the head side, now I gave you the tail side. But the tail side, okay, it does come with a couple of caveats. Caveat is that whenever you're in 4th gear and you hold down your clutch, and you bang down into 1st gear and then you let go of your clutch, so what's going to happen is that your engine RPMs are going to go up, and this is going to destabilize your motorcycle. So if you haven't watched my how to rev match video, I recommend that you do that. If you're at a higher speed, let's just go and out of this parking lot and onto the outer edges of the parking lot, because we'll gain some more speed that way and I can demonstrate for you a little bit better. But say for instance, you're about 30-40 miles an hour, okay? Hold down the clutch. Okay, now I'm in 2nd gear. If you let it go at a higher speed, you're still gonna have to rev match because your engine's RPM as well as your transmission's RPM are not in sync. And what's going to happen is that whenever you let go of your clutch, and therefore you're going to get a jolt of torque. So the way that you would fix that, let's go ahead and turn around and go back the other way. Anybody come in? This is why I like empty parking lots, because I can come here and just fool around. No one's here to bother me. All right. Let's go to the main section, see if anybody's coming on the left, right. No one's coming. Perfect. All right. 4th gear. 50 miles an hour. So you see what I just did? I kind of sort of, in a way, rev matched, but it was a sloppy rev match, okay? The proper way to shift down multiple times at once is to rev match like that. This is not a rev matching video. I don't intend to teach it in this video. I have a dedicated video for that. Do a search on the channel for rev matching, and that's how you get to it. So, to answer your question, yes, it is possible. The head side of the coin is shifting down one gear at a time. The tail side of the coin is shifting down all at once by pulling in the clutch at the same time and then letting go of the clutch. But what happens is engine RPM as well as the rotational speed or RPM of your transmission are not in sync, and therefore it's going to make your motorcycle unstable depending on how fast you're going. So the way around that is to learn how to rev match, okay? Which is a bit more on the technical side, and if you're a brand new rider, do not recommend it until you get the hang of your motorcycle and you get to ride it confidently, and then those other things can come later. So with that out of the way, the second question that you guys always have is, can you take off from second or third gear? So to answer that question, yeah, I mean, of course you could do it, but why would you want to do that? Off the line, if you want to be really smooth, you should always take off from first gear. But because you're a beginner, or maybe someone who's seasoned and hasn't ridden a motorcycle in quite a few years, and now you're just jumping back on it and you want like a little mini lesson on it, all right, we'll go ahead and do that, because I purposely stopped the motorcycle in third gear just so I can demonstrate for you guys, okay? So here we are in third gear. I'm going to hold my clutch and I'm going to turn on the motorcycle in third gear. Yes, you can take off in third gear, but if I take off in third gear and I let go of my clutch and get into the friction zone, it starts to move, but I got to give it a lot of revs, because if I don't give it a lot of revs, what's going to happen is that the motorcycle is going to bog down and there's a high chance that it's going to stall. Now, one of the things I love about the Kawasaki ZX6R is that it's a very, very, very street-friendly motorcycle. What I mean by that is, unlike your typical sport bike where it's designed to be a track motorcycle first and then a street bike second, the ZX6R, on the other hand, is designed to be, number one, a street bike first and a track bike second. So the chances of a ZX6R actually stalling out if you don't give it a lot of revs is pretty small, actually. I'll go ahead and demonstrate for you. I'm letting go of the clutch, getting into the friction zone. The motorcycle is starting to spin. The RPMs are going up, but I can feel that it's kind of bogging, and I'm not giving it any throttle. But right now, this is idle speed in third gear. However, if you do this on your motorcycle, I can almost guarantee you that you're not going to have the same results as I am. So, my recommendation to you is, if you're at a traffic light and you find yourself in one of those oh shit moments where you forgot to shift down from third or fourth gear or whatever, wherever you are for that matter, this is what you do in a traffic light situation. Oh no, shit, I'm in third gear, what do I do? Choice number one, shift down as quickly as possible. But here's what happens sometimes, okay? If you shift down, sometimes you're pushing on the gear lever and nothing happens for a while, but people behind you are getting anxious and you're getting nervous, and it's not going into first gear. But one thing you can do is play around with the clutch. Like if you let it go and pull it in, it'll go into gear a lot quicker. But instead of fumbling around and wasting time and potentially causing a traffic jam and people honking at you, and then you're going to get nervous and I don't know, all sorts of crazy shit can happen. Instead, what we're going to do is we're going to simulate something, and I'm going to make this a crazy simulation. We're going to actually take off from sixth gear, okay? World record, launching from sixth gear. Who's ever done it before? Just remember, Petrolhead has. Oh man, the things I do for you guys, okay? Anyway, what you do is you give your motorcycle a lot more revs than you normally would. I'm not talking about like 14,000 RPMs. Like, this motorcycle can go all the way up to 15,000, but I'm not going to give it that much. That's way too much. What I recommend for you is anywhere between, depending on your motorcycle, if you have a twin cylinder or a triple, you're probably going to max out at like 11 or 12,000 RPM. If you have one of those Harleys, they're probably going to be less than that. I'm not really sure, but I think the sweet spot for most people is anywhere between 6,000 to 8,000 RPM. This is, like I said, this is a crazy high gear. No one in their entire life would actually take off from 6th gear, but if you ever find yourself in this position, lots of revs, I'm at 6,000 RPM, 5,000, letting go of the clutch. You heard that? Okay, so that was a bog, right? For most people, it's not going to take 6th gear for you to hear that bog. For most people, it's going to take 3rd gear to hear that bog, or 2nd gear for that matter. So if you hear that bog, make sure that you feather your clutch, and as you feather your clutch, give it a little bit more throttle, and that bog sound should disappear for you. If you guys really want to go deep into this and learn everything there is about motorcycles and get super comfortable in the shortest amount of time possible, and you've taken an MSF course, which I don't think is enough, to be honest with you. You need a course at least once a year. Highly recommend that you guys check out Motorcycle Mastery. Link down below, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace!